Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when you lead it gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. We back at it again with another one. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
What's up?
Hey, it's a social norm. We go ahead and talk to y'all, make y'all think a little different, open y'all minds so y'all can be the best y'all can be. Now today, man, we got another banger on our hands with y'all. How you doing today, man?
I'm good. Living my life, loving it right now. What?
Need to be doing better.
Yeah.
Now, today's episode, we had to ask y'all a question. And the question is, how long should you know someone before you ask to borrow money? Now, this is a tricky situation. Now, before I go ahead and get into the show, I got to give y'all a disclaimer. All right, this is me and Bean's personal opinion. It's not the end all be all. This not the ultimatum. This not the who did it and why. We just going to tell y'all our version of it and how we see things in life. Y'all got y'all opinion and we got ours. Now, I want to ask you, how long do you feel like it needs to be?
If you're dating
someone, yes.
I say at least a year.
A year? Before you ask for them to ask you to borrow money?
Yes. Because you never really you never really know that person in those first months. You know what I mean? That's the honeymoon phase. They're gonna show their best version of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That year gives you a chance to see how they move. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's smart.
So and I had to learn that the hard way. You know what I mean?
Now, if you want to go ahead and get on the live stream, I go ahead and put in the comment section, and you guys can click on the link, go to the StreamYard, and put a couple things in, and we can get face to face, and you can talk to us. If you like the comment, you know what I mean, subscribe, share, do all that stuff. You know what it is, man. We love you.
Love offering.
All right, now my version of this.
Okay.
I feel like you need to go ahead and probably wait about 3 months. 3 months is a good enough time where somebody can borrow money. Asking me for money, like you said, it need to be a year. Like if you asking me for money where I give you money and I don't get it back and I'm okay with it, it needs to be a year because we need to go through a little trials and tribulations with each other. Otherwise, I feel like you're a gold digger. Is that fair?
I mean, no, I get what you're saying. I think 3 months in a year is a definite leap.
Well, no, what I mean by 3 months, okay, after 3 months,
you can borrow
some money
and give it back.
Yes.
Now, what if, because I've had this happen, what if, okay, let's say she's your girlfriend at 3 months. She borrows money from you and then you ask for it back and she hits you with that, well, I'm your girlfriend. Why you shouldn't be asking for money back?
So I thought the same way. I thought you as fellas, I thought maybe, your girl asked you for money, you give her the money and to borrow it. And it's been a couple months. You're like, man, when I'm gonna get my damn money back? You never ask for your money back when you're dealing with a woman. Because I talked to my mother about this, and this is what my mom said. She said, don't ask for the money back, but understand, because there's gonna come a time where she's gonna ask to borrow money again.
Yes.
That's when you hit her with it. And you say, look, I don't feel comfortable letting you borrow money because last time I let you borrow money, I didn't get it back. That's when you bring it up.
Okay.
And then Now you have your reasoning why you don't give her the new money, and she
Oh,
knows,
okay.
hey, I still haven't made him right by paying him back
Okay.
the old money. So she can't really argue. There's nothing she can stand on in that.
Because the facts are there.
The facts are there. She borrowed money, she didn't pay it back,
Mhm.
and then she wanted to borrow some more money. At that point, you nip it in the bud right there. That's when
Okay.
you bring it up.
Okay.
Otherwise, you never bring it up because let's say you go a year, 2 years in, things are going well. She might not look at it as a big deal, but you know it's like, all right, this motherfucker, I'm not letting her borrow no more money.
Mm-hmm.
But things will still be fine. You guys will still be good. Because if you just bring up, hey, you gonna ever pay me my money back? It makes her feel like, I don't know, it just makes her feel bad.
I mean, I'm laughing because we talked about something before this started. It makes he said it makes her feel bad. I mean,
women are emotional, so
I mean,
so they're gonna look at it like, oh, you holding this over me. It's like, no, I'm not holding nothing over you. You brought it to my attention once you asked me to borrow money the second time.
I mean, can I be like, we had a conversation. You ever go, hey, remember that money you borrowed? You ever gonna?
No, you don't do that. Never. Not if it's just a woman. Not if it's somebody that you're dealing with in a relationship manner. If it's because you got to think about it. If you deal in a relationship, eventually you're planning on maybe living together, married. So what's mine is yours at some point. But so I'm not gonna bring it up. But if you weren't my girl, I'm gonna bring it up.
Hey, where my money? Where my money at?
But now I'm here and Beans is here to go and help you out with this. I feel like this is the best way to deal with anybody when they ask to borrow money.
Okay.
All right. Friends, family, whatever. Let's say, Beans, you asked me to borrow $100.
Yeah.
I'm going to come to you and be like, look, I can lend you $100, but you're going to have to give me some type of collateral that's worth $200.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe you got a watch that's worth $200. I'm gonna take that watch, and when you get the money together to pay me back, you can get this watch back.
No matter how long it takes.
No matter how long
let's say it take me a year to pay that $200 back.
That's fine.
You gonna give it back?
I give it back to you. I'm back. I'm made whole. I'm your friend. So at the end of the day, as long as you made me whole, we good. If you never make me whole, guess what? The friendship is probably over. You never asked me for money no more, and I got me a $200 worth watch.
Okay, you get something.
So I'm good. Either way, I win. I don't lose.
Okay, see, mine's a little more straightforward.
Go ahead.
Nowadays, you come and ask you about money, I just say no. That's just
why. Okay, my thing is this though. I don't have a problem. Like I said, there's two ways I look at it. One, I'm going to take the collateral. But two, if I give you the money, you never pay me back, more than likely, you're never going to ask me for money again.
That's true.
Most men are not going to ask men for money after they've already borrowed money from them. They didn't pay them. Women, they have no remorse. So they're like, hey, I'll ask him again. He gave me the money one time. Let me see if I can try my luck one more time.
I almost respect that.
I don't. Why would you respect that?
If I think you stupid enough to give you money the second time, I'm gonna try.
But that just doesn't that make you feel like you don't have? Yeah, like you said, you think I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Why are you respecting somebody that you thinks I'm dumb?
But listen, if I respected you though, I wouldn't though. Like I would never. If I borrowed money from you and I didn't pay it back, I would not come to you a second time. Not you. It depends on who you are. I'm gonna say that. It depends on who you are.
I'm not doing it. I'm not coming back like that. That's crazy to do that. Y'all put in the comment section, have you let someone borrow money, or maybe you that person that you borrowed money and you never gave it, you never paid them back, or that you still waiting on them to pay you back? How did you handle it? Did you confront them? Did you just let it go and say, okay, I paid them to never ask me for money again? I don't ask for people to give me my money back. The only time I ask people to give me my money back is if they literally said, I'm going to pay you back this date. if you say you pay me back this date, I'm gonna ask you like, hey, am I getting date coming around? You got the money for me? Nah. See what happened was.
Yeah. I'm gonna get
that.
I'm gonna get that back to you next time I get paid. I've heard
Look,
that. I've heard that before.
I've seen people such as when you confront them about giving your money back and they say, "Oh man, what happened? Pull out your wallet. Whatever you got in your wallet right now is mine."
Okay.
Now, how would you feel if somebody did that to you?
I'm like, damn.
This is a chin check right here, man. Nah, don't try to give me this fucking money, dude. Don't playing with me. The reason we even thought of this topic was because if y'all haven't seen this show on Netflix, it's called or not show, it's a documentary. It's called The Tender Swindler.
Yes.
Now, this documentary is about this dude who comes on Tinder and he seduces women to liking him. He has a lifestyle of, the rich and famous, kind of like, Lamborghinis and all this stuff. And he gets them to fall in love with him or really like him. And then eventually he acts like he's in trouble. He acts like his enemies are coming after him and he needs to borrow money from the ladies. The ladies give him the money because they're in love with him.
Yeah.
And all it really is a Ponzi scheme for him. He takes money from one person to spend on the next person, and then they believe the lifestyle. And then from that, he borrows money from them and then passes on and on. He did a lot of women like this.
Yeah.
Now, it was a great documentary, but one thing I do realize about is the reason he gets exposed is because he did it to a woman. Women, you cannot scorn women and think that you're going to get away with it. They are not going to let it happen.
They're going to tear your life apart.
Yeah, because I see this in...
Okay, go ahead.
You remember a while back we did these episodes where we were showing simps, where a guy was talking to somebody from Russia and
he was giving
her money and all this stuff, thinking that they were falling in love. What's the difference?
That is the same.
That's the same thing. The only difference is men do this all the time, where women are taking advantage of them by borrowing money or saying I need this money, and no one sits there and cares. It's like you're a sucker. But these women, they couldn't accept that, so they went to the media and blew it up, and they banded together. This is why I say, men, don't scorn women. Don't sit there and lie to women. Tell them the truth. Because if you tell them the truth, then they have nothing to say. They can't do anything and say you lied to them when you just straight up forward with them. And this is why you shouldn't cheat. Men can't cheat good because women band together to destroy any man who takes advantage of them.
Well, this man in particular, he had it coming.
Did he?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he cheated them out of their money.
How many women, and that's why I posted on Facebook, how many women have women cheated out men money in their lives? Okay,
yeah, you're right about that.
I can name about 3 of them.
Well, my thing is my point is you get what you get. He did that, he got to eat that L. That's what
nobody punishes the women for doing the exact same thing. I get it. I understand the field we're in, that men don't sit there and say, oh, I got played, so I'm going to go ahead and expose this woman. We feel dumb that we got played and we don't talk about it. Ladies are like, okay, he played me, I'm about to expose him to everybody else. So,
and you because you did ask, we were talking about this earlier, and you were talking about how it's just men you see getting put out there. And the only person I know who really that's famous that admitted to scamming people like that was Cardi B. She's the only one. Oh,
sorry.
She's the only one who said she would, drug man, bring them back to wherever, drug them, and take their money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not scientific, but
Hey, Ron, what you doing, man? You over there? So some guys I know have done it because they lady get too comfy at home, not doing their job.
I think that's from the last episode.
Is this last episode?
That's last episode you read.
Oh, I just reopened the last episode. I'm sorry, y'all.
I was like, doing their job. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm bugging. All right. Go ahead.
Anyway, in the comments, what did it say? Jamie says it makes you feel small. What makes you feel? I don't know what she's talking about.
It makes you feel small when somebody takes
Oh.
advantage of you.
Or when you borrow money. And she said, I respect people that ask twice.
I mean, my thing is
Everybody's
this.
experience is different.
Yeah, you guys sit there and say that you guys respect people that ask twice when they've already borrowed money. Like, oh, I'm gonna double down on this person. But in my mind, it's two type of people in this world. There's takers and there's givers.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, takers, when they borrow money from people, they can't turn the switch off and say, I'm gonna be a giver and give it back to them. All of a sudden they feel like they're getting taken advantage of by giving the original money that they took from that person. Why is that?
Like you said, maybe it's just selfishness, and maybe takers can only see their own needs.
Damn.
Like they don't care about yours. I have this situation. I need to handle this.
It's all about me.
Yes. Forget your needs.
Entitlement.
Yes. Forget your needs. I need this done.
Yeah. And givers are people who want to try to help everybody. It's like, oh, we're all a team in this. Let me help them. That's why we all.
And I'm about to sound like the biggest hypocrite up in here.
Go ahead.
Because
you are.
Because I am in this situation. My mother is a natural giver. Okay. And it used to piss me off something serious when people would come around and ask her for money.
Y'all don't know.
I just said I'm about to be the biggest hypocrite. I just said that.
Go ahead.
And you said, I wish my mother was here because she would tell you it used to set me off because people would take care of her, take advantage of her kind heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like they knew they can go to her and be like, hey, I've seen my mother give people couch sets, like irons, like different appliances because they needed it and they asked her and she just felt. I
think you just defined why you are a taker, because when you see somebody giving, like, think about this. Even though this is your mother,
mm-hmm. It's
like she's yours. So anything she gives out, it's like it's almost feeling like you're giving it out. That's why you feel like you get so mad about it, because it's like, oh, they're taking advantage of my mother. Because that's your mother.
It could be. That could, you might be right. I mean?
So
we in therapy right now.
Yeah, but you don't see that you do the exact same thing.
I see it today.
You're a little 6-7 years too late. Now go ahead. You want to bring it up, or do you want me to tell it?
Okay, I'm gonna tell it.
Expose yourself.
I'm gonna tell him. Now, like I said, I'm the biggest hypocrite in here right now. Okay, so this is about 7 years ago. I was in a bind. I needed a car for work. It wasn't no BS. It was for real. I had no choice but to ask my uncle for some money. It was about $400, right? He lent. I told him the situation. He lent it to me. I ended up getting a car. Ended up keeping my job, and I never paid him back.
I want y'all to hear what he just said. He ended up getting a car, keeping his job, his livelihood to live.
Yes.
How long ago was this?
This was 7 years ago.
7 years.
2015.
And you said this was your only option. There was no other option.
I mean, I was trying to get the money any other way. He was my last resort. I did not want to ask this man for money.
And yet you still
did.
I
felt embarrassed.
And you still did not pay this man.
No.
I want y'all to look. I'm not gonna bring it up no more. I'm gonna wait till like some random episode, and I'm gonna ask. We're gonna see if Beans has right his wrong, or is he still on that bullshit.
I'm about to tell him myself again. We talked about this last year.
We talked about this in 2021, and I ain't talking about like December 2021. I'm talking about like summertime 2021, and this man still hasn't paid his uncle back.
And I forgot how it came up last time.
because you were talking shit about about people not paying their debts, and then I asked, I said, "So you ain't never you pay all your debts off?"
Oh my
And you was
God.
like,
No.
"No, you know what? I don't."
Well, at least I don't lie to myself. I'm saying like, no, I don't do that. I'm not gonna sit here at like.
I'm not gonna blame you to say that. Oh, you the only hypocrite, because I think a lot of us are. I think a lot of us can be hypocrites where we'll sit there and say, "Oh, you should never borrow money from people," and then they be the same person. That's why I never say I'll never say never about anything, because I don't know what my life gonna turn into.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, you gotta go ahead and just make sure you're even. I'm like I said, if I give you money and you don't pay me back, I've accepted that this is what the cost was for you to never ask me for money again. But like you said, sometimes women will ask again. And at that point, now I feel disrespected.
Because you think it,
I know it ain't no thinking. I know you think I'm a dummy. You think I'm a trick.
Yeah.
Because you're going to try the same nonsense, the same scheme you just did before to see if I fall for it again. Fellas, don't fall for that.
And I think that's another reason, other than the obvious, the other reason why it used to make me mad. I've watched my mother bail somebody out of jail.
And then
Kid you not, bail somebody.
I'm gonna
pay you back. Blah blah blah. Never did it. And this person got in trouble again.
And she bailed
her out again.
Now, do you feel like you wanted to kind of like be a Debo and just go collect your mom's debts?
Me and my mother have had this conversation. I was like, "You want me to go get it?" I was like, "Cause I'll go get it."
No. Well, let me ask you this then. God forbid, not anytime soon. But what if your mom passes away one day? Are you going to try to collect her debts, or are you going to let them? Like, are you going to let them come to the funeral knowing they owe her this money?
I'm gonna let them come to the funeral because I'm not gonna do that. But you are gonna say these accolades. I'm gonna get that mic. You gonna say something about my mother, and you gonna tell her how she bailed you out of jail. Get up there and let's go.
You gonna put them on the spot like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up there. I'm like, hey, and Susie, remember that time my mom bailed you out of jail? Come up here and talk about that. Boom, right?
Damn.
I'm not playing no games.
She gonna be like, you gonna put my business out there like that?
I'm not playing no games.
Remember you got charged with that fraud for checks.
My mother has taken people's kids in. She has done a lot of things. My mother is a very loving and giving person, and I watch people take advantage of her over the years, and it used to set me off so bad.
Now, I'm gonna tell my stories about the times I've gotten played for letting people borrow money. Now, this was probably 2014, 2015, about 2014. I had got a big chunk of money, probably about $8,000-9,000 at the time, and I felt good about like where my life was going. I felt like, God had looked out for me, so I wanted to pay it forward. I wanted to help someone else out. Well, apparently the devil must have heard me. And I got a random text message on Facebook, and I still get these to this day from a girl that I used to go to school with, and she was just like, I need, I'm glad you're doing well for yourself. Da 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 da. My daughter's sick; she needs money for medicine. Now I know that kind of sounds like, come on, motherfucker, why would you fall for that? But I don't know what made me think that at the time. Not bad. At the time, I was naive and I thought that. So,
I'm in the country. You don't think this person lied to you? You know this person?
Yeah, I'm thinking I know you from school. Like, why would you just come up with this cockamamie scheme to say your daughter is sick and you don't have health? She didn't have health insurance. That's what she said, and she had to get some medicine for her kid. I'm like, all right, well, look. I said, well, how much money do you need? Now, I want to say back in the day, I think it was about $400 she needed. So I'm like, look, I don't have $400 to give, but I can lend you $400. I need that money back because I ain't balling like that. So you can borrow it, but I need it back. So we even wrote out a contract saying she would give it back to me within 3 months. Da da da. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I meet up at her. Mind you, I'm not even thinking on no like devilish stuff. I'm not trying to hook up with this girl.
Mhm.
I'm not. I'm actually just trying to be genuinely good for and do a good kind thing. So no trying to get some, pussy on the side, none of that. So I give her the I go there, give her the money. I'm thinking all good, like good luck with your kid. Cool. Month goes by. I'm like, 2 months go by. I'm still not even bugging her. By that third month, I'm like, look, what's up with the money? Am I gonna get any money back? You gonna so she sends me like $100. I'll pay you the rest back later. So I'm like, all right, cool. It's no biggie. Because I wasn't in a rush to get the money back. I just wanted to make sure I got it back. Well, a couple months go by, about 5, 6, 7, 6 months go by, and I'm still like, hey, can I get the rest of that money? She's just like, she's not answering. She's coming with all these different excuses. So I'm like, look, you said you would pay me. I tried to do a nice thing for you. It really ruined me for helping people out. She never really paid me. I actually went to small claims court to sue her. I wasn't playing games. It wasn't that I wanted the money back. It was the fact that I was trying to do a nice thing for somebody and I felt like they screwed.
It was a principle.
It was the principle thing.
I got you.
I didn't care if I even got money back. I just wanted her to know I'm not the one you borrow with. So, he said this is why you clarify if it's a giver. No, it was a borrow. We wrote out a contract for them to and she signed it, saying she would pay me back within these dates.
And she never. Well, she gave me $100.
She gave me $100, and she still owed me. Now mind you, she tried to ask for more money at one point. This is why I say women have no, what is it called? What's it? Shame? Is that what it is? Where you feel like guilty? They don't have that.
No shame. No
like a inside guilty thing, like makes you feel like
conscience.
A conscience. Yeah. There we go. She had no conscience, so she asked me again. I said, "Look, I can't give you no more money. You still owe me this." Okay, well, if you gave me that, then I could help you with. And I'm like, "Look, we're not doing that."
And I give people credit, like they try to make it sound good. If you give me this, I can do this.
I can flip this, and then I can. I'm saying, no, we're not doing that. So I called her a small claims court. She gave me I think I got like $200 back from it, but I never got the full amount. And I just was done. I said, I'll never lend nobody money again with just off of their word and that they're going to just give it back to me. I've always since then been like, look, you have to give me something in return for me letting you borrow money.
And I do think that is reasonable. Yes. Some type of collateral. I do.
And come to find out now, because I always say, I'll let God take his course. He'll take care of it. She's like a prostitute. She's a prostitute, and she, she she does like the OnlyFans. She does all this other stuff, and I just look at it. I'm not friends with her or nothing like that on Facebook or nothing like that. But my friends that we went to school with told me about it because I brought up the story, and they're like, "Oh, she sells pussy now." I'm like, "What?" So I can just see where her life has gone, and I'm just like,
it's unfortunate. You should hit her up on OnlyFans and be like, "You still got my money."
I thought about doing that. I thought about adding her and just being like, "Hey, what's good?" Because this is the thing though. What's crazy about it? She's not a bad looking girl, but she makes me look. I just think she looks disgusting because of how her inner self is. You know what I mean? Let's say if I give it, I don't expect it back. Even when I loan money out, I don't expect it back. I typically charge it to the game, and the trust between the person is dead going forward. And that's respectable.
Real quick, can you say who you are in the comments? Because we can't see it on here. If you don't mind.
It's probably on my Facebook.
Okay.
Which I'll have to go to. Yeah, you know what? That's a good way to think. It's Nick.
Oh, okay.
It's a good way to think, Nick, because you pretty much paid to just be done with that person. And that's kind of how I looked at it. I paid this price to be done with this girl out of my life. I don't got to deal with her no more. She know not to ask me for no money. and it's sad that you got to do that with people, but she's a taker. She's just a taker, and I accepted that, and I moved past it. My life has gone way better than hers, so I'm all good with that.
Let's see.
It's just sad that every like couple years I look at her just to make sure she's still selling pussy. I know that sounds bad, y'all, but I feel good.
It's so bad because it is bad.
The more I hate to say this because God ain't done with me yet, but the more her life just goes in the tank, the more I feel better. I was like, yeah, maybe you should have paid me my damn money back. Maybe your life wouldn't be so bad.
He said how much she's selling for it. Don't do it.
Well, I can go ahead and give y'all the link, and you can check her out on Instagram.
Oh my god!
Matter of fact, because it's so funny. This how bad Facebook is. You know how they do suggestions? They keep trying to suggest me to add her as a friend, and I'm like,
people you may know.
Yeah, people you may know. Oh, I know your ass.
Let's see. Okay, Jimmy says we call men simps and fools who lose their money to women who finesse them out of their money. But when the Tinder swindler does it, oh, they're poor victims.
When who does it?
The Tinder swindler.
That's what I'm saying. It's a double standard. Men can get swindled by women, and they do get swindled by women often. And no one reports them. Nobody cares. If the guy went to the police and said this girl, took money from me, and she said we were going to be in a relationship, and we're not, they're going to be like, man, if you don't get out of this goddamn police station. But a woman, especially a pretty, little thing, said this man's victimizing us, making us victims, because
You said it. We were talking about this earlier. You said media plays a part in this, and I do agree because look at all the Bernie Madoff. You only know of the men, con men. Bernie Madoff, the Enron guy.
You don't know no women. You can't even name 5 con women.
Yeah,
they always put it on
the swindler. Even what's that one we watched like a year or two ago?
Which
Dirty
one?
John. Remember that one where he conned this woman. She was a successful woman, and he just a straight up con man, and he conned this woman out of money, a house.
Yeah, that movie we watched.
Yeah.
That was pretty much.
That was based off a true story too.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They have no problem exposing men who have take from women, saying that they're gonna be in a relationship, and they just use their money, use and abuse them. But then they never expose women who do that. And I asked, remember you said you thought that he probably did it bigger than women. He probably had more victims than women. And I looked at you and I was like, how?
No, I said it's probably more publicized because it's on a grander scale. You know what I mean?
How can it be on a more grander scale?
I mean, like he stole what, millions? I didn't see the end of it. So he stole millions.
You don't think there's women out there that's stealing millions?
Yeah, I do.
Off of men,
I do.
Multiple men, because they're saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be in a relationship with you." Come on, y'all. We gotta think. I know there is, but no one exposes them. No one says anything about them because you, as a man, should be responsible enough to know, don't part your money, and not for nothing. The girls who were giving him money were like giving him $30,000, $40,000, $100,000 within like 3 months of knowing them.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you serious?
And I think, and then it goes back to selling them the fantasy. You know what I mean? Because remember the first chick, the first thing they showed her was Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
She said, I used to watch that all the time. That's the life I wanted. And she felt like that dude was giving her that.
I get it.
And that, I think that's what blinded her with all this nonsense.
And the thing is, I understand how she got scammed, how most of the women got scammed, because it wasn't just one person. He was the main person, but he had security guards. He had drivers that were all part of the scam too.
Yeah, he sold the story.
He sold the story to her. So I could see how. But the one thing that I realized about that movie, documentary, the girl on the first date went on a private jet with him. I want to know, ladies, how if you had the opportunity where a guy you met, good looking, dress well, talk well, got money. He offers you to go on a private jet. How many of y'all would first time meeting him are actually gonna go? Because all these women were telling him, don't, telling the girl, don't do that, don't do that. But I feel like majority of women would jump on that because they want excitement in their lives. But they don't understand what that excitement can cause a lot of damage and put them in bad situations.
Yeah. Like like her one male friend was like, that's how you get kidnapped. Like, don't.
Honestly, that's all I was thinking about was the movie Taken.
Yeah.
She said, I don't know you like that.
But that's what she did. She met this man on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
She went to a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
They talked and ate.
They talked and ate for a minute, and then he's like, I gotta go to Dubai or something. Do you want to come with me?
I'll fly on a private jet.
Yeah.
She heard private jet. That was it.
Hook, line, and sinker. And I was just like, why would you go on a private jet with somebody you just met? Like, how do you know that you're not gonna wake up in a truck, in a van with 30 other women, and they're putting you in the sex slavery?
Because she didn't see the man anymore. She saw the lifestyle. She saw the fantasy. She saw the jet.
Prince Charming.
Yes, she saw Prince Charming. Prince Charming can't hurt me.
Crazy.
And I'm on a jet. Matter of fact,
living my best life.
Matter of fact, it's right. It is greed. The baby mama and the daughter
was part of it.
Was on the flight with them the first.
That's what I think. I think that's what made her dial her suspicion down, because she did see her with a woman. She did see him with his kid that he was saying he was talking about had a kid. Yeah. So that made him be like, okay, you know what? He can't be too bad of a guy.
Yeah, because she talked him up. It's like, yeah, he's a great father. He still takes care of us, even though we're not together no more. He had his whole team was on it. Like, it is genius. Everybody played their part.
Yeah. And I think the gullible person, most of the time, they want to believe the story. They want to believe that they're so special. That's how you get scammed. You believe, especially a romance scam, you believe you're worth more than what society tells you. So you've been, dealing with normal guys, and then all of a sudden this Prince Charming, rich philanthropist, guy who's just willing to spend on you. He's good looking. He can talk well, dress well. That's how she sees herself. She sees herself of that value. So that's why she believed in it. She was like, okay, cool. Anyway, if you didn't feel like you deserved that, you would not go on that damn. You were like, wait a minute, hold up. This don't sound right.
2 + 2 ain't equaling 4.
Yeah. Who the hell is going to take me on a private jet just because of, like, you don't know me. You don't know if I'm a fucking killer.
Exactly. But he had her soul.
He had her. No one is above getting played. It happens sometimes. Just don't make it a habit. Yeah. Everybody, I feel like everybody's gotten played. I've got played, as I just told y'all. I've even got drugged. I think I told y'all that before, a long time ago. I got drugged by this girl who tried to rob me. Thank God I was morbidly obese to where the drugs didn't kick in as hard as she thought they would.
Got to put another roofie in that joint.
Yeah. A little extra. You got to put an extra roofie in me if you're going to try to take me
Can't
out.
trust people.
So the day you think you'll never get played is the day you're going to get played.
Yeah, I never, well, I've gotten scammed on money, but it was more like dates. I think I've said this before. No. I met this girl. We were going out and things like that. And then I was like around date 5 or 6. She even brought her son to one of the times, because one time I got played like this. She's like, well, I can't go out. I got to watch my son. I was like, bring little homie along. We'll figure something out. Right.
Okay.
We're on like date 5 or 6. Right. And
you bringing the kid already? Have you got the drawers already?
Well, that's what I was trying to do.
You hadn't got the drawers.
I ain't got them yet.
Oh, hell no.
That's what I was trying to do. So when I go get the drawers, that's when she hit me with, well, I kind of got a boyfriend. That's what.
What the? Wait a minute. So you brought your kid around me to go eat. So I'm Mr. Feed your son.
Yeah. I was out here super simping, and She played me. She really did.
So you didn't even get the cheeks either.
Nope. I was like, what? And listen, and this how she had me. She was sending me nudes.
Exactly, Shay. Come on, Beans.
I know. Listen, this was years ago. I'm a different man. She even sent me news and everything.
Yeah,
So,
but
I didn't ask for
yeah.
none of them. She did.
So she sent when did she send you nudes?
This was
Had you gone on a date yet?
yeah.
How many dates you had went on?
I forget. It's like 3 or 4.
So you had went on 3 or 4 dates. She sends you nudes. At that point, there's no more dating. There's no more going on dates.
Well,
you come over
back
crib.
then I wasn't thinking like that back then.
But I'm saying though, she sent you nudes of herself. You went on 3 or 4 dates. What else there need to be talked about? Come on over. Why would you go?
Why I didn't at that point? It was a reason why I did.
Did you have somebody?
No, I didn't have nobody at that time. No.
So she sent you nudes. You try to get busy with her,
and she like, I got a boyfriend. I'm like,
I
was like, what was all that then?
So wait a minute. No, I think what it was, but you fumbled the bag. Let me tell you what happened. She let you know she had a boyfriend, so you could get in line. And be okay. You about to be the side dude.
Well, see, like I said, back then I wasn't thinking.
So
like
you
that.
was mad that she said she had a boyfriend.
I was like, yo, my thing was, okay, you got a boyfriend. Why ain't that nigga taking you out? Why am I taking you out?
Cause that nigga, he don't do that.
I was like, yo, let that do it. If he the number one dude, let him do it.
No, he don't put her on a pedestal. That's why he got Simps Beans over here.
Yeah, and I fell right into that joint too.
I'm not. Look, y'all know my rules, man. Yeah, that 4, 5, 6 date shit. That's for the birds.
I mean, people get mad when you say it, but I can understand
because you lived it.
Because I lived it. So people are, how can you, when you say it on an episode, people are like, man, how can you just let him say stuff like that? First of all, he's a grown man.
I'm gonna say what I want to say.
He's gonna say what he's gonna say. And secondly, I was like, I understand where he's coming from when it comes to that.
Everybody knows, like every woman, I don't care what she tell you, she knows if she want to have sex with you in the first 30 minutes of meeting you. If she want to get down,
and like I said, I was a different dude then. She still wanted me to be with her, but I was like, I'm not taking you out though. I'm not doing that.
So then, once you stopped taking her out, she was like,
I don't know. I was like, then you can go home.
She attention whore. That's what she was.
Yeah, I was like, you can go.
She was attention whore. I would be like, well, look, you can come home. I told you the rules. The rules is 3 dates. It actually takes 5, but go ahead. She said it takes 5. You go on 3 dates, and then after 3 dates, you invite her back to the crib, or you let her, if she want to go out, let her take you out on a date. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to, if you know that's what you want to get, I really would have been like, look, you gotta give me the cheeks off of GP now. Just because you played me.
Yeah, I was too much in my feelings. I was too mad. I was like,
yeah, never get mad,
had
fellas.
Your son out. What the
never get mad, because what women gonna do, they're gonna violate. That's just how they are. I told you, they have no inner feeling of like, oh, I'm doing him wrong. I'm doing it. Women, once they lose respect for you, they're going to violate you. That's just how it works. They only violate the ones they don't respect. The ones they respect, they're gonna be like, oh, I can't do that because they know the bullshit that they want to do to you, the guy they respect, he ain't gonna have it. It's over. We're done.
I was like, you lucky little man in here. I would have punched him in the head.
Who's man? The son?
I can't hit a woman, so I was like, you want to eat this one.
She wrong. She dead ass wrong for that. Who brings their kid to that sneaky link?
I know, but see, I was like, yeah,
you was a sneaky and and you know what, Shay, because you was talking about this. You said she sent me a video that said it was a girl. It was a married couple, and they were talking about having a sneaky link. He's like, did you have a sneaky link back in the day? He's like, you was my sneaky link, and he was like, wait, what? How is that your sneaky link? He's like, did you ever see me promote you to anybody? And he was like, how you feel about that? He's like, I mean, this is what it is at this point. I married your ass. Like, clearly,
you're gonna have to eat that one.
Have to eat that. But my question is, why do women do that? Why do women? You can't bring your sneaky link out and treat him like he your boyfriend, and then like men don't do that. We don't treat the girl the well. Let me say this. I ain't gonna say everybody because I do know someone's who treated the sneaky link like
The main girl.
the main girl, and that's where they get confused. That's where the game get fucked up because they sit there around and be like, oh, you know, oh he must want to leave her. That's what they be putting in their head. He gonna leave her for me because I'm so special. No, you're not.
My thing is, and I've told my female friends this: you can just tell a dude what it is,
100%.
and we will accept it because we just have we don't care.
Well, I can say that because if you told me, "Hey, I'm married," he don't know about this. Now I can make a real decision if I want to get into that situation
Yes.
because now I know how to play it. Ain't gonna be no like this is a difference. And I told you this. I said, how often have you actually seen married men, get caught at their house with their mistress? But you see married women getting caught at their house with their side dude all the time because women don't have no problem violating the man they don't respect no more. Men, even if we don't like this is the difference. When men don't respect a woman to where they'll step out on them, they still have the respect to not put it on Front Street to them. Now, if they put it on Front Street, that's just a bold motherfucker. But for the most part, guys will go to a hotel. Guys will go over to the other girl house. They're not gonna bring the side chick into the home with where they woman lay their head and violate the home.
Not ground zero.
No, but women do that all the time. It's crazy to me. I want to know why. Is it just you just don't respect the husband after or the man, and now you just want to do everything you can to try to like break up the relationship? I just watched a video where a dude came home early and he literally caught his woman and the dude in the bed and like kicked them both out.
Is that the one where dude was like, I didn't know? He said he didn't know at first.
He said he didn't know.
Okay, I seen that one.
And the girl was like, and I really believe him because the girl was like,
you knew?
No, she said that, but then later on she said, why didn't you tell me? He said, you could have looked around, you would have known that, I didn't live by myself.
Okay, so she lied.
She lied to, yeah, she's a liar. So from that, I was just like, damn, he did exactly what he should have did. Kicked them both out.
I mean,
because I know how most men would have did. They would have killed that dude and then probably went to jail and she out there and about. Crazy.
I mean, she do got a point. I mean, I do make a point. Well, back then, after a while, after I learned my lessons, you do got to make a point to look around the house to see. That's what I used to do.
What do you mean look around the house for what?
Pictures.
Oh, you saying if you going to somebody's house?
Yeah,
okay.
if you in somebody pictures.
I asked. I don't got no.
Who is this?
Ain't no shame in my game. I'm asking before we even go over your house. When I'm talking to you, I'm like, look, you live alone? Yeah, I live alone.
But there's two brushes in this.
Okay, you live alone. I'm gonna say, if you say you live alone, then I'm gonna take your word for it. But if I get to there and I see pictures of people, I'm like, who that is? You're gonna be like, oh, that's my uncle, that's my cousin.
You sitting in your cousin lap in this picture?
At that point, if I see men clothes in the house, then I'm gonna be like, hold up, who's are these?
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I'm gonna take the woman's word if she say I live alone.
Just go in the bathroom. The bathroom will tell on you.
But I'm just gonna ask her, like, why? If you lied to me about living alone, why? What's the point of lying? You could have just said, "Hey, I'm looking for some dick and I'm married."
Well, maybe she's looking for something more than that, like money or I don't know. I'm just
what? And this is the thing. This is why I say,
like me,
fellas,
I got played.
This is why I say, if you ever catch your woman cheating, leave her immediately. Do not go back to her, because when a woman is caught cheating, she is not cheating to just get her rocks off. She's cheating to upgrade. She's trying to replace you. See, when men cheat, most of the time we're not looking to replace. Because if we wanted to replace you, we'd have did that already.
And that's all we can bust down the ugly girl.
Yeah, we can bust down, and the girls be like, "You cheated on me with her." don't get too excited about yourself. Don't put yourself on like, oh, you supposed to upgrade. No, man, we is not doing it for you. We is not trying to replace you. We just trying to get in there and keep it moving. That's what it is. I don't know. Let's see. Somebody say exactly. Come on, yeah. That's really,
Yeah, Shay. I think that was Shay who said that. I was out here taking L's back then.
When you gonna stop taking L's?
Listen, I'm working on it. Let's see. Jimmy said, ever see somebody who owes you money on vacation or buying something new and showing it off?
Yeah, oh my God, yeah, yes.
That's the worst.
And that's the thing. That's what that girl was doing. I seen her, like, she would buy new stuff, and I'd be like, you know, you owe me that fucking money, right? Like,
she got new Jordans on.
I don't want to see nobody buying shit. Your ass can't do nothing with me. Like, I better not. I remember one time I think I lent my homeboy some money, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, I just got these new J's," and I'm like,
"New J's?
New J's?
Yeah."
I was almost ready to be like, "Man, give me them fucking sneakers, dude. They're my J's." You know, you can't buy stuff around people. You're supposed to be incognito. If you buy something, you know, and we've all done it. We've all owed somebody some money, and we're like, I know I got to give this money to him or her, but I'd rather spend it on this. See, I had to bite my tongue and like, you know what? I got to give them the money. I got to make them whole. I borrowed money from my father, from my mother. It took a little longer to pay them back than what I thought, but I paid them back. A lot of people sneak into asking you for something, fake check in to ask how you're doing, then ask for something. I hate small talk.
I get that.
I can't understand. Maybe I don't understand text, like when people write down. Explain what he just said.
Basically, you get that. Let's say I text you, "Hey man, how you doing?" Like what?
Oh, okay. New? Trying to beat around the bush when you really just want to ask me for money.
Yeah, yeah. I hate those.
Trying to soften you up.
You home or Can we
what
talk
you,
for a second?
What you doing right now?
Yeah, what you getting into?
Like,
nah, what do you want?
No. See, that's when you hit them with like, how your day going? My day going horrible. The next person that come at me sideways gonna get it. What up with you? What you need, bro?
No, I'm just checking on you, man.
All right, man. I'm holler at you.
I'm gonna pray for you, man. Stay prayed up.
Stay prayed up, man. God gonna get you through.
Next time, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
I would definitely do that.
If I came to his house and I got a red
skirt.
Oh, that was saying a red skirt. It's a woman in there.
A bed skirt on the bed. That's because that's men don't do that.
What the fuck is a bed skirt? Oh, you're talking about like the cover
on the bottom of the bed. That
the cover of the bottom. No, men don't do that. We don't. Yeah,
you gotta be careful with that though. I've had my mother come to my place.
Oh yeah,
and she's like, "Why you got this blanket? What is it with this blanket?" And then she went out and bought me a comforter set and things like that.
Mothers will decorate their son's house.
She's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "What is this? A blanket?"
That's how you know. Look, I purposely keep my place a little messed up so that way when girls come over, they can be like, oh, I know he ain't bringing no girl.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. If you were to look at my blankets now, my mother bought those blankets. She look at him like,
are they disrespectful?
They've
gone through hell.
No, they're really nice. You can tell a woman bought them.
Oh, okay.
Because my blankets were like already just black. They just black. There was no thought in them. I just bought it.
I had bought silk comforters. Because I was trying. I don't know, man. I was trying. It was my first like apartment by myself. I was trying to be like a bachelor, so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna have the silk so the ladies. But like after a while,
had to wrap their hair.
Yeah, after a while, you realize silk is not really the best thing because you can just like literally run and jump on the bed and literally slide right
off that joint. Yep.
Yeah. So that's our experiences when it comes to borrowing money. I personally don't try to borrow money unless it's dire need, and if you come trying to borrow money from Canteen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna have to give me some collateral, or you're gonna have to go ahead and give me some interest. For ladies, I'm gonna straight up go 100% tell you, if I don't really like you, you're gonna have to give up some cheeks.
Oh wait.
I tell what'd you say the one time? You said either gas, cash, or ass
Yes.
to borrow money from me. Otherwise, I ain't got nothing, because that shuts it all down. If you want to shut somebody down, hit them with cash, gas, or ass, and they'll leave you alone. They'll be like, "Oh, I can't. Never mind. I'll figure it out. Okay, that's cool."
That's how you know. That's how you know you in some dire needs. You're somebody shaking it.
Because you know, if one thing, ladies, if you ask a man for money and he hits you with those three options, you second guess, which you're like, I don't really need it that bad.
How bad is you?
Okay, cool. Well, then that's how I want you to understand. Every time you come ask me for money, that's how you need to feel. Is it that bad? Are you willing to do this for that? Otherwise, don't ask me.
It must be a real emergency if that's.
Hey, and if it is, I'm willing to help. I'm willing to help. Hey, you got anything else you want to talk to the people?
I almost regret saying that to you.
I love that saying right there. Ash, cash, or gas, whatever you want to do. Pick your poison.
Man, I'm sorry, y'all.
He said, I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be a damn near coma then.
I better be.
I better be in a damn coma.
In other words, it's not happening.
That's fine. That worked out for both of us. I don't have to give you nothing, and you still can keep your dignity. Problem solved, y'all.
Yeah.
He said, you ever had to ask for your own money back? Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. Yeah.
I did have to ask for my money back, and that was it was cool. I ain't got no problem asking for my money back if I don't mess with you. If I mess with you, I'll let it slide. Like if you my homeboy and you borrow money from me and we still hanging out and friends, I'm not going to ask for the money back. But when we go out and we have a situation and you be like, hey man, what's her name? She asked for a drink. Can I borrow some money? I'm gonna say, nigga, don't you still owe me $40?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, they know not to ask me. So that's how I feel about it.
I just say no. No, you're not. At this stage of my life, if we're the same age and you still asking to borrow money after all this time.
Oh, I didn't even, you know what? Speaking of borrowing money, if you want to support the channel, you can go ahead and put that in the Cash App right there. That's that cash sign, the Social Norm Podcast. You know, and if you like the content, go ahead and hit that like button, put that share out there, tell a friend to tell a friend, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button to the YouTube channel so we can go ahead and grow this channel for y'all. You know what I mean? Get more people interacting with us.
Give that love offering.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna be mad at you, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta give me no collateral. Just throw a couple dollars our way. You know what I mean? These lights and everything.
They ain't free.
Beans, you know, I gotta feed them sometimes. He get hungry. So, hey, you got anything else you want to talk to the people about?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right, man. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans. It's a Social Norm Podcast. And
you guys have a good weekend.
You gotta borrow money. Just sell some ass, man. That's all it is. What?
I mean, don't your friend do that?
Man, shut up.
So you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information from relations to